Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport. And man, this place is rocking today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Now that we've talked long enough, Kirk, let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is picked off. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Jukes to get free. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Delivers quickly to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to chuck it again. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings them third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
Chris, I think this is one of the tougher throws to make for a quarterback. From one side of the field to the other on the comeback. Really good route by the receiver. And not only that, how about his ability to be able to get his foot down, make the catch, and get out of bounds?
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense is coming after him. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. And he pulls in the catch. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Handoff from the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the toss and heads left. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third down play for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust as their first timeout. Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
There's a screen pass to the running back. It'll end up being a safety. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. And it's taken right around the 35. They stop him at the 44, but that's an excellent job by the return team there.
Will take over 1st and 10. .
2 So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job. It all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Hits the running back in the flat. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Defense not pressing this time. Quick throw over the middle. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down to the 27, it's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now. So a timeout is called, just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. This one will be fair caught. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. Trucks through the defender.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And the single back takes the handoff. It'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Snags the quick throw. Football comes out. The football bounces out of bounds. It'll be a short loss on the play.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a third and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. He lets it go on the move. It's caught downfield. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Getting set. Here's second down. A quick throw out left, complete. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's been all passing all the time on this drive. This guy is 5 for 5, and now they're sitting at first and goal.
Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And now the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Past the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Yeah, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. But really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead.
That makes the score Alabama 19. Ohio State.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 18 set to kick this one away.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He makes the grab. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. So it's incomplete. Pass caught, but they ruled him out of bounds.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, tied. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
After the PAT, they go up 19. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Ohio State 7.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Almost picked off yet again. He's going to set up third down.
The score Alabama 26. Ohio State 7.
I can't believe what I watched.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out and do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The pass rush closing in. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He made the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And moves the ball to the 35 and another 1st down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
He's looking deep here. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the extra point was up and good. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd down after that previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick throw to his receiver. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The tight end has got it. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Alabama. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, better get some consolation points here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Same tailback, another carry. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
Fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.